say take one? Not yet. Sorry. Hi, I'm Shakira and I am on Google Music. Giving music to your fans through the internet, you don't have to wait for so long for the whole bureaucracy in a record company to put the song together and package it and deliver it to your audience. Everything is just much more dynamic and immediate and direct. You can just connect with your fans directly to communicate, and the faster the better. I've gone through tedious processes, of just making music in a way that is just not practical. Sometimes I've made 30 versions of the same song, and at the end of the day, the changes between one version and the other one are so subtle that it doesn't matter. In the recording studio, I just give it all. I just want everything to be perfect, and I take pop, the world of pop music very seriously, and it's not that serious. I mean, it's pop music. Shakira fans can expect from Shakira more music and more often because this is a new me. I'm gonna try to not move as pachydermically as I have. Pachydermic? I don't know where that came from. It's this thing I'm drinking here. Nah, it's just some soda, don't worry about it. Well, I just recorded Je l'aime à mourir, which is a song by Francis Cabrel. His songs make me cry, even though I don't understand everything he says because my French is just getting there.
Bonsoir Genève! Je suis très heureuse d'être ici avec vous.
I'm studying French, and I study it also through his songs. I decided to perform one of his songs in Genève. It was a completely sudden idea, and I decided to rehearse with my band in the afternoon, and that same night I performed it. When I started singing in Spanish, I noticed that they recognized it. When I began to sing in French, some of the people in the audience started crying, and it was really, really emotional. For me too. The song is just so beautiful in any language. You could sing it in Chinese, in any other language, and I think people will love it. I wanted to make sure that the studio version was more polished, perhaps, so I carefully studied the words and tried to make a better job. I don't know, the French will tell me what they think. And it's meant to be a gift for my fans, and it's gonna be in Google Music. I'm really excited about this idea, and I hope they like it. One of the good things about technology is that I can actually connect to my fans, and they actually can ask me questions, and they did send some questions, right? Do you have them?
Yep.
Give them to me. Okay. George Shaw, do you fancy coming on? He's from England. Sure. Do you fancy coming on a date with me? What? I've got a 2-for-1 voucher for the cinema. Okay. George, sorry. Thank you, but no thank you. I'm taken. Ercilia, were you a fan of football before the World Cup? Do you know much about the game? I actually know a lot about the game now. I was not an expert at all before the World Cup. Actually, I have never kicked a ball in my life.
Visca Barça!
Barça! Barça is the champion!
I got suddenly very, very interested after the World Cup, and during the World Cup too, because I was already there. I was in South Africa, and the environment, the atmosphere was just so exciting that I think a lot of people got engaged and got interested in football, and now I have a very good reason to want to learn more and more about football.
This time for Africa. Samina, mina, eh, eh, waka, waka, eh, eh. Samina, mina, sakalegua, anawa, ah, ah. Samina, mina.
Waka Waka brought a lot of joy. It opened a complete new world to me and brought new people to my life. And it's a song that I owe so much to. You know, it's funny that you owe so much to a song. You know? It's such an abstract concept as a song, but yeah, that song has given me a lot. Next question: what is your favorite song to perform live? This is a tough question because it depends on you know, the audience that I'm performing for, and there are a lot of variables. But I enjoy the rock section of my repertoire. You know, whenever I don't have to, you know, worry about wardrobe or just be me and be super free. Songs like Si Te Vas or Inevitable. I'm a great fan of bands like Zeppelin, Nirvana, or The Cure. I used to be a huge Metallica fan when I was 15, 16 years old. I remember that I was graduating from high school back then, and I used to sing Nothing Else Matters all day long. I am still a huge Metallica fan though, but I thought it would be kind of surprising to include it in my repertoire for this tour. One of the writers that I admire the most is Jorge Luis Borges. He didn't used to read the newspapers because the important things you would know about without getting to read the newspapers. And you know, with the music business, it's sort of the same. Whenever someone does something really, really cool and relevant, I think news fly and get to you. You don't have to look for them. So I'm not really checking what other artists are doing. But if someone had a really great idea, I'm sure I'm gonna know about it, and I'm gonna say, I didn't come up with that first.